What's up, guys? Welcome back. Amazing RC. Brian here with the old Tamiya flatbed. As you guys can see, got our rear bumper finished. Now, of course, it's not going to look like this. I'm going to have everything hooked up to the MFC01 up in the Grand Hauler, so these lights are going to work accordingly with your turn signals, your reverse lights, and the like. Now, I was hoping to have my little 1/8 holes popped in my aluminum siding here and have my little 3mm, LEDs mounted already so I can kind of show that off. However, the rear bumper took me quite some time. And I wanted to go over what I ran into just in case you guys are going to have a little rear bumper action someday, or you're new to the channel and you're checking it out because you wanted to see what I got into with the rear bumper. Well, that's this video. I almost screwed it up pretty good, and it was because I was trying to do too much. Now, if you guys remember, I wanted to make sure that this had some reverse lights. When you get the Tamiya flatbed's rear bumper, it has 6 LED positions. They're 5mm LEDs, and you basically have 4 brake lights and 2 turn signals. And I just wanted it to be a little bit more authentic than that. So I wanted some reverse lights. And before I went popping holes into my aluminum, I thought maybe I'll try out my 1/8, drill bit just to make sure that that lip on the 3mm LED was going to catch and not just fall out of the side of my aluminum. Once you pop a hole in this aluminum, there's kind of no going back. I'll deal with a hole in my rear bumper, but I have good news. 1/8 drill bit, perfect for 3mm LEDs. That lip catches perfectly. A little bit of hot glue in the back. Easy peasy, perfect. Here's what I did wrong. So I'm really big on making sure nothing's going anywhere. I'm going to use this truck. And I decided, I already had the hot glue gun going, I was going to hot glue all 6 of these stock lights in. Now, Tamiya thought about that already and made sure that the way they had it designed was not going to require any hot glue. See, there's a little kind of a cover on both sides here that goes on the back. So you pop your little 5mm LED in the hole, you fold the wires over, you do it to all 3, you run the wires at the back, you put the cover on it, screw it down, good to go. I added a step. I popped each LED in, hit it with some hot glue, which kind of built up the back of the LED. It locked it in. It did what I wanted it to do, but it gave no room for that cover. So, of course, I folded all the wires down, and, of course, I'm adding another LED, so I have another set of wires in there. Boy, there was less than enough room, but I got it to work. I didn't have to carve out any of my hot glue. But if you go doing this, make sure you don't add a bunch of hot glue, because I'm sure they figured a way. Once I put those covers on, I'm pretty sure that it's not going anywhere, but I have to overdo it all the time. I'm sure there's others of you out there that overdo it as well. Well, I'm that guy, so I understand. Once I got everything put together, and I got the rear plates on, got it all put back together, I went ahead and just threw a 2S battery on it real quick so I can show you guys everything lit up. But as I stated before, all of this is going to be hooked up to the MFC01. You throw this thing in reverse, my reverse lights are going to go on. Turn signal, same thing. So basically, all these wires I have under here, they're going to have to be routed up through here and sent all the way through this entire flatbed and then out, the old headache rack here. What I have left to do are my 6 lights that go on the sides. Basically, like I had stated before, in between all my uprights, I got 5 uprights, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What I'm going to end up doing is popping a red light in between each one of them. Dead center. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then on the corners here, we're going to do 2 turn signals, which are also going to be hooked up to these 2 turn signals here. So every time you turn the turn signal on, you're going to have 2 lights on the side that are orange. They're going to blink, as well as the one back here, as well as the ones that are on the Grand Hauler. That's where I'm at right now. And I have a sneaky little way to make sure that my holes are not going to be all whack-a-mole everywhere. I'm going to make a jig. I'm going to basically take my long piece of carbon fiber here. I'm going to mark out a nice little hole with my 1/8 drill bit. Make sure it's right in the center. And then I'm going to clamp this thing down flush bam, clamp here, to where all I gotta do is go through that hole and it's gonna pop it right dead smack center. Because I promise you, if I get one of these holes wrong somewhere, even if it's just a little bit, first of all, it's gonna run into the wood. If it's too high, we're gonna have a problem with the wood. That's not even on here yet. You know, of course, we gotta do all of our lights. Number two, that one screwy light, you're gonna see it. If they're perfect, your brain's not gonna notice that they're perfect, but you're going to notice when they're wrong. So I'm going to go ahead and do it the right way. Pop a hole in my little jiggy jig here and clamber down and start smashing some holes in here. So that's going to be the next video. I'm trying to figure out a way to light the deck itself. And I may have to do a little add-on up here on top of the wood, you know, some type of bezel to where I can pop, you know, a few, 5mm LEDs. I don't want it up here. I want it, ground level. I thought about, some of the things I put up on top of here just like that, and that'll go. But I mean, it's not going to be the same thing all the time. So I need to get some lights in here. I can't put them in the uprights because I want to take the uprights off. So I'm working on that too. But we'll get you guys another video here real soon. And we'll have some more progress on the Tamiya flatbed. Guys, it's Brian, Amazing RC. See you guys again real soon.